Hi, it's me. You know who I am. You know who I am. You've seen me a lot. So after scrolling through YouTube, I watched a few videos and I got some inspiration to do this type of video. I don't know what it would be called. You'll see though. And so I'm gonna do this, and you tell me if you like it. If you don't, tell me you don't like it. A few months ago, I beat one of the best games that I've ever played in my entire existence, and it was Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. I played the first 3 Uncharted. Okay, technically I didn't play the first 2, but my brother, he owned the 3rd one, so I played the 3rd one because he had it and he already beat it. But the first 2 were I didn't touch them, but I did watch them, so I know what they're about. And okay, I basically played all 4 Uncharted. So my brother, after a few years of the 3rd one coming out, I think it was a few years, I think so, we beat it, all that stuff. A few years later, Uncharted 4 comes out. So my brother hops on that thing and he beats it, and then he gives it to me. Oh wait, he didn't give it to me. What actually happened is that I went to a GameStop in Orlando and I had a $25 GameStop coupon, plus like it was like discount week or something for games, and like you could also in the store get like 3 games and one of them be free. Basically there was just a bunch of discounts stacked on each other, plus my brother's credits in his account for GameStop. So I got 3 games for $11. Destiny 2, what was the other one? Destiny 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Uncharted 4. I finished Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it was a short story. But Uncharted 4 is like 11 hours of gameplay. So I hopped onto that. I just want to explain my experience playing Uncharted 4, and if you haven't played Uncharted 4, then what are you doing? You need to play it. Even if you didn't play the first 3, you will still love the 4th one, I promise. Okay? Alright. So the adventure begins. Uncharted 4 starts you out with a inspiring quote from the pirate himself, Henry Avery. It's just the way that the game introduces you. It's mystery and compelling. It's just great, and everything about it's just about. Oh my God, what is happening?
Crap. This is really not good.
You know, Nathan, I hate to break it to you, but I think I found that out already.
Nathan!
So according to Nathan's brother, Sam, there's people chasing after us on boats, and if we don't go as fast as we can, we're going to die. Hopefully I don't have to control the boat, and we have to control the boat. Here guys, this is one heck of a ride, Sam, hang on, we're gonna be okay, we're gonna get to that island, we're gonna be fine. Oh my God, oh my. One of the best thing about Uncharted is that they put you in situations that go along with the story, and also teach you mechanics of the game with no pressure of dying at all. In fact, it's like a tutorial basically, since there's no action happening when you're trying to figure out what the buttons do.
Shut the engines off! What?
Haha, let me get this straight. Sam just said the engine's out? The engine is out? The game then begins to teach you the mechanics of one of the most important parts of Uncharted 4, shooting. Yes, they teach you how to shoot by being attacked by trillions of people on like 15 different boats in the middle of the ocean. Ah man, we're back on our feet, Sam. I can't believe it. When you said the engine went out, I really thought we were done. Whoa! After that action-packed scene, Uncharted 4 takes us to a flashback of when Nathan was just a little boy and he was talking with one of the mothers at his Bible study church or whatever, this summer school. And he's talking to the nun because he got in a fight with the, some other kid at a church, and you can't do that. You can't just start brawling with another kid at church. So anyways, you know, the boy Nathan is really, like, mysterious and everything like that, but he eventually reunites with his brother, and they literally escape. They escape church. He was supposed to do... Oh my gosh. He said he was going to do confession, but he's not even there. He left. He booked it from church. It's crazy. This guy's a savage. And then quite literally seconds after we see that flashback, we're brought a little bit more to the present, but, like, it's still a flashback. Don't get it confused. We're still in a flashback. And literally, the kid that skipped confession, Nathan Drake, has ended up inside of a Mexican prison. And now he's having a brawl with a guy named Gustavo, okay, or something like that. Okay, you start beating the heck out of this guy, and he starts beating the heck out of you, and it's crazy. And then guess what? Guess what? After escaping confession, beating the crap out of Gustavo, you escape prison too. You also escape prison. This guy's a savage. This guy, he has no concern for his life. He is amazing. He is literally the most savage person I've ever seen. So then, after no lie, about 30 minutes of solving puzzles and climbing, you make it to this tower thing, and you find a golden cross. This is all outside of the prison, by the way. And then it turns out that he wasn't even just letting you out of prison. He just lets you go find the gold cross. You come back inside and you get Sam. This guy escaped prison and went back in. He's amazing. After finding Sam, you meet up with this guy called Rafe. But for now, we're going to call him Rake, like the garden instrument. So you guys start talking about the golden thing. Apparently, you guys were all in this together. And you guys are treasure hunters. Epic. You're all in a Mexican prison together. Best buddies for life, okay? After that, Gustavo shows up with him and his men. And he's ready to pick a fight with you because you guys, you have unfinished business, according to him. But this time, he has a knife. He has a knife. He has a knife. Anyways, this fight happens. I don't know who wins or loses, whatever. I don't... Stuff, okay? Vargas shows up, the guy you bribed to let you out of the freaking prison. He shows up, okay? So, when, Vargas finds you, he eventually finds out that you lied to him about finding the golden cross, because apparently Nathan lied and said it was in a different tower. So they try to negotiate with Vargas, and Vargas is like super mad because he wanted some of the portion of the money. So now he wants more money because they lied. So Garden Break decides to be a stupid idiot and says, "Oh, let's negotiate." And after finishing negotiating, he stabs him with the knife that Gustavo had, because apparently I don't understand. And then the guards show up, and then they have to escape prison, and I don't know, man. And now we're in the present, where we find Nathan Drake doing some peaceful treasure hunting. He's sea diving. He's diving in the sea. So after a nice peaceful day of sea diving and finding treasure, Nathan Drake returns home to his wife after his boss telling him that he's gonna retire and he wants to sell the business to Nathan because he's a good guy. Nathan doesn't care. He goes home, he starts looking at his artifacts, and he starts being a stupid idiot with his Nerf blaster, revisiting the old days when he used to literally kill innocent men. Okay, well, they weren't innocent, but he killed a lot of people. Then eventually, like all of us children to this day, he ran out of Nerf bullets and he couldn't find them. So he decided to go down to his wife Elena and challenge her to a good old game of Crash Bandicoot of 69 edition. After losing terribly at a game of Crash Bandicoot 69, Nathan Drake decides to attack his wife with tickles because she was making fun of him, and then they embrace in a conversation that stays in players' hearts for the rest of the game. It's actually pretty important. Please pay attention.
Hey, are you happy?
Yeah, of course. You? Really?
Come here.
So after watching them have sex on the couch for a few seconds, you get faded into Nathan Drake doing some paperwork at the office. You know, big man. And guess who shows up? Guess who shows up late at night? Guess who shows up after all these years? Guess who shows up? Sam! Sam shows up! So then Sam reveals to Nathan that when he got shot back in the prison, he didn't die, obviously. He never said how he got out of the prison, but he told Nathan that he did. And then after that, they kind of just sit down and Nathan tells him all the stories of the first, second, and third game. So, that's cool. Eventually, Sam tells Nathan how he got out of the prison, and, well, it's not very pretty.
Nathan, I'm in a lot of trouble here.
What? What are you talking about? What kind of trouble?
Does the name Hector Alcazar ring a bell with you?
Yeah, he's the drug lord.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher of Panama, right? Why?
It's a funny story, but, last year he was my cellmate. So this is how I got out of prison.
So then you play through Sam's flashback of how he got out of prison, and basically it explains that Hector Alcazar, whatever his name is, yeah, he's a drug lord, and those people came in, they blew up the place. Sam got out of there, and everything was fine and dandy. You know, he was chilling with Hector until this happened.
So, how long do you think it will take for you to retrieve Avery's treasure?
I don't know. I mean, I get back to the States, I can resume my search.
How long?
It's kind of hard to say until I get started.
You said you know where it is.
Yeah, I do, okay? But listen, it's not like Avery left some map with a big red X on it, okay? But I've got some very solid leads.
Well,
How long?
6 months.
People are lazy. They always ask for more time than they actually need. 3 months.
3 months is
3 months. Half the treasure. Can you do it? Say it.
3 months, half the treasure.
Now, if you run, or try to hide the treasure, or do something really stupid like go to the authorities, I'll know. And when you least expect it, I will be there. At that point, death is not a mercy I will grant you.
and that's how we got here. So Sam tells Nathan, you know, we should go get that treasure. And Nathan's like, bro, we can't do that. You know, Rafe, he took his parents' fortune, he started digging, and he found nothing. But then Sam's like, well, I bet Rafe doesn't have this. And then so Sam gives Nathan a paper that tells him, hey, look, it's one of the crosses that we found. It turns out that Avery made multiple of them, and they all have pieces to the puzzle. So let's go to the auction. And here we are, Adventure Starts.